let's talk all about Vibrams. So I always get the question often, how do you start running in Vibrams? So I'm going to tell you how I started running in Vibrams and how you can start running in Vibrams yourself. First off, let's get to how I started running in Vibrams. Back in 2012, I was running a lot of races already. I already had ran 3 or 4 marathons and a handful of half marathons. And I was training, and all of my runs, I started having shin splints, lower leg pain, just pressure around my lower legs that caused me to stop for about 5 minutes after less than a quarter mile. And it was really painful, and I was thinking, what can I do to prevent this? I looked it up online. I saw you could buy compression sleeves, massages, foam rolling, and none of that really helped. I would always go out, and after a quarter mile, the pressure would build up and I would have to stop. And because of this, I really contemplated on looking for another alternative for my fitness, because running wasn't fun anymore. Running was causing me pain. And all these solutions I found online weren't working for me. I had a pair of Vibrams that I had bought for water shoes. I never really ran in them, but I was in such pain. I heard about Born to Run, and I never read the book. But I put these things on, and all of a sudden, I had no more pain. It was amazing. I was like, man, I'm going to just start running in these things. These are actually my first pair of Vibrams. So yeah, that's how I started running. And let's go on to the first tip. When I started running, I got excited and I ran a mile. I ran 2 miles. I ran a 5K, and I was like, man, this is feeling good. But I would notice a lot of calf pain after my runs, and I ignored that. Pretty soon, I would run and I heard a pop, and that was my calf muscle straining. It tore, and that was painful. I had to limp back, and I had to rest. I couldn't run. I had to get on my bike and do something else. But as soon as my calf felt better, I would go out there and run again, and then boom, my other calf popped. I tore that calf muscle too. So basically what I'm telling you is to start off slow, meaning you have to start off with a very little distance. I would say quarter mile or as soon as your calves start hurting. When you're running with Vibrams, you're running more on your forefoot, and that's using a lot of muscles that you weren't using before with your other shoes. You're going to be building up your calf muscle, and you'll also be getting a lot of calf pain. And once that pain starts, you have to rest. I would recommend going a quarter mile, rest a day or two, go another quarter mile for the first week, and then after that first week, up your mileage 10%. And just go slowly. For me, I say a good guideline is for a 5K, you should be running for about 3 months before you do a 5K. So build up to a 5K in 3 months. And then for a half marathon, it took me about 6 months. And then a full marathon took me about a year. And after that, I had no pain. My calves were strong. I was running marathons just fine. Start off slow. Don't go too fast, too soon. Use the 10% rule. That's a great tip for you guys if you guys want to start running in Vibrams. Another thing, even though I was running with a forefoot strike, I was constantly looking on how to run in Vibrams, what the form to run in Vibrams. So what I was doing, I would overstride. That would also cause me shin splints. I was like, what's going on? I'm running in Vibrams now, and now I'm having shin splints because I was focusing on my form. But what I realized, I wasn't landing underneath my hips. I was landing way too tight on my body, stretching out, so I would land with my forefoot. And that was also causing me shin splints. So really, you have to work on your form, but don't think too much about your form. Try to run as natural as possible. Make sure you're running underneath your hips. That's the most important part, so you can run with Vibrams. So lastly, let's talk about sizing. For me, I wear a size 44. I wear a size 44 in my Vibrams. And in the US, that's a size 10. And for regular shoes, I wear about a size 12 to 12 and a half. So you really want to measure your foot, or you can go to a place that sells Vibrams. I know it's hard to find nowadays, but they usually will let you try them on, and you want them to be form-fitting. At least for me, I like them to fit like a glove. So I don't want any big space in between my toes when I'm trying to find the right pair of Vibrams for me. And even that, I've had some Vibrams that I bought and the sizes are different, but usually it's a 44 that fits me well. You want to measure it correctly so you can run in it comfortably and not get any blisters, because you really just want to have it as a glove so you're running one with the ground. So is Vibram running for everybody? Is it for you? I don't know. Maybe. For me, it works. I'm a 240-pound guy, and I run in Vibrams. I've had no injuries, no leg injuries since. I've been running fine in them, so maybe it's for you, maybe not. If you guys want to try to run in Vibrams, experiment. Like I always say, experiment and run in what works for you. I hope you guys found this information helpful, and if you did, please subscribe. See you guys later. Peace out.